parents and children. I'm
Hi.
Sarah, and this is my handsome host. Do you want to tell everybody who you are?
I'm Eli.
This is Eli. He's joining me again today to work on our P and B sounds, our P sound and our B sound today.
P down.
P sound, good job. So let's get started. We're going to work on our P and B sounds today. Eli, I want you to look at my mouth when I make this sound. What is my mouth doing? Is it closing? And then opening again? It is! Eli's pretty young to tell me about how we make that sound. But when we make our P and our B sound, yeah, we first close our lips together and squeeze them tight. You show me how you squeeze your lips tight. And then we make our air from our belly come out of our mouth. You try it. Very good. So that's one of our stop sounds because our air is being stopped at our lips. That's our P sound. Now, when we make our B sound, we have to turn on our big voice. Sit up big and tall. And I want you to turn on your voice and now this time do this. B.
B.
There you go. I heard your big strong voice too. All right, so we can do our P sound, which is quiet with our voice off. And our B sound, which is noisy with our voice on. B.
B.
Good job. Now, this is one of the first sounds that kids even start to babble with when they're babies. They do ma, 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 da, 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 and then they'll go pa, 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 right? And they'll make those sounds. But sometimes kids get into these patterns where they're not making those P and B sounds correctly, or they're substituting them for other sounds. A lot of times we hear that the P is made like a B. So pie might sound like buy. Or the B is made like a P. So if you say the word cub, they might say cup instead. So that's usually the error pattern that we hear. So if you're hearing that with your kids, you can try some of these strategies. First, let's work on our P sound. When we make our P, our air comes out. Eli, I want you to put your hand in front of your face like this. Now say P, P, P. Can you feel anything? What do you feel? Do you feel air coming out? Yeah, me too. P, P, P. Now I want you to say the noisy sound. B, B, B.
B. B. B.
Do you feel any air coming out? A tiny, tiny bit, right?
P. P. P.
Yeah, but with our P sound, it's even bigger. Good job.
Yeah.
So sometimes in order to have kids visualize the airflow coming out, I'll hold a tissue in front of their face and I'll say, all right, now we're going to make our P sound. Watch what happens to our tissue. Good. What happened?
It flew away.
It's moving, isn't it? I got you. Can you get me back? Oh, you got me. Good job. All right, so they can visualize that air coming out with the tissue moving. Another way we like to do this is just take a little corner of tissue and we'll roll it up. Now watch what happens when I make my P sound. Oh, did you see how far my ball went? Okay, let's try. Your turn. Hold on a minute. Let me get a nice tight ball. Here we go. Okay, now it's your turn. Wow, your ball went crazy. Now we'll see what happens to our ball when we make our B sound, because a lot of times that's what we'll hear for our P sound. So you'll see if there's a difference. Now we're just going to say B.
B.
Uh-oh.
B.
Our ball didn't go anywhere because it wasn't supposed to when you make your B sound. Good job. So if your kids are trying to make the airflow come out, but they're not moving their little tissue or their ball, do it again. Good job. That's something that you need to work on, is just having them make that airflow come out. Okay, you try it. Go. Woo! There it goes! It shot across the screen. So we know that we have more airflow coming out on that P sound. A lot of times I'll tell kids that's our quiet sound. So we can practice it first without any other vowels first, right? And then we'll start to put it on vowels like pay. I got you. Here you go. Here's your ball. Can you shoot it at me and say P?
No, I knew it.
Okay. Just show us. Sit up big and tall so we can see your hand. Okay. Oh, almost. Try it again. Whoa! Good job. So Eli's got that P sound down.
No, try
All right.
it.
So a lot of times in therapy, little ones get wiggly and they pick their nose, so we have to use hand sanitizer. And So we'll use a lot of reinforcement. So today we are going to play animals, okay? So help me with the word, and then you get to pick an animal to put on your farm. We have a whole farm scene here that we're going to use. So Eli, let's say this word, pea.
P.
Good. Now what do you call that little animal that buzzes around like this? What's that animal called?
A fly.
Close, it's a bee.
B.
So P sounds different than B, right? A P is something we can eat, or it's a letter. What animal would you like to put on for saying P?
The pink.
Oh, the pink.
Yeah.
Pig. Those are two great P sounds. A pink pig.
Pink pig.
I heard those P's. You can put it on your farmyard. Let's do one more. Eli, let's try a big long one. Are you ready? Can you say the word popsicle?
Popsicle.
I heard it. Now how about the word bopsicle?
Popsicle.
Do you know what a bopsicle is? I don't either. Here's another animal for making your P sound on popsicle. What are you going to choose?
Yes.
What's that one?
A fence.
Oh, the fence. Good. So you can build a fence around your yard. Very good. All right. So parents, when you're working on these sounds, make sure you make it fun and engaging for the kids so that they want to learn. Kids love when their parents play with them. It's just one of their favorite things, as you know. So get on the floor, get at the table, play a game with them. Turn taking is the best way to work on sounds because before they get to take their next turn, you expect them to work on that sound with you. So make it fun and enjoyable. Eli, is there anything else you wanted to say before we go? What do you want to say?
Bye.
Bye. I should mention that our P and B sounds, again, they're very early sounds. So if kiddos do not have them by the age of 3, that's something that we can work on for sure. So.
This cannot stand up.
Oh, bummer. I can help you in just a minute. All right, have a very blessed weekend. And if you have any questions, Sarah, S-A-R-A-H, at coloradospringspeech.com. And we will see you next weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye.